Hello. Welcome back to Thailand. Welcome back to me. Welcome back. Come somebody my house. Sorry, cap. Welcome back to True Blue Thai, and that is me. For instance, yeah, it's a Wankan Tuesday. For instance, here in Thailand, just turned around about 12 o'clock. Just turning 12 o'clock midday. A bit cloudy, but still warmish. It's about 30 degrees. But still a bit of cloud. Still hasn't, it's threatening to rain, but not. Yeah, the kids are off school. Don't know why. For instance, I'm looking at the holidays and understand why the kids are off school. But the kids, in Thailand, etc., they're so not different. They're so different from the kids in the West. They are so respectful and so lovely. They all get on together. For instance, they all play together, get on. Sometimes they have disagreements, but overall, for instance, they're just lovely. For instance, and when they talk. So if you heard a bit of noise, etc., it's because you heard some kids. But they're very respectful. They're very, when they come to you, they bow and, for instance, and it's, yeah, you don't. There's no bad language or there's no, there's nothing. They don't interrupt or do anything what's going to be disrespectful towards you. And for me, for instance, they're just really nice towards me, for instance, and they're still very fascinated by my colour, my hair, and but they're very nice, and they're all hi, Zara Cap, and wave at me and things like that. Even the kids outside, when I see them, for instance, and they're all very, very nice. It's really is because I live in a Thai area. For instance, when I'm going out. There are some Cambodian kids, etc. Well, family, and they were doing this house, and they had brought the kids every day, and and I would I'd run by and things like that when I go into my runs and whatever, and they'd be like, hi, hello, and it's like, brilliant. So nice, it really is, so respectful, really are. And yeah, for instance, but not like the Western little brats, but no. So cute as well, so really lovely. Yeah. Anyway, so right, welcome back to another day. For instance, it's Wellington Tuesday, for instance, and the fallout between Man City's defeat against, for instance, Forrest, etc., is still going on, and the depression I've seen on the face of the city fans now, since it's happened, etc. It's like, my God, it's just unbelievable. And I was looking at LB yesterday, for instance, and he was on the Saeed show, and Saeed was smiling because they got a point against Arsenal, and he was mocking City, for instance, and he cannot mock City, and gee whiz. And but and LB just looked a bit really down, for instance, and and he says it how it is, etc., which fuels to the fire, and so. But I think what happens is with a lot of our fan base, we see our football club and we see it not to get to the highest levels of where we were, but for instance, and and I think other football fans thinking, really, 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 for instance, and. Because they're thinking, my God, I wish I had the problems what City had, and my God, at least we've won something. You've won something. At least you're in the finals. At least you're blah blah blah. Compared to their clubs. And I think, for instance, fans need to put things in perspective. We know Liverpool's going to walk the league as a counter. Easy, they're done. Arsenal, for instance, well, we already knew about Arsenal coming into the what do you call it, into the into the season, and where the Arsenal going to do. Nobody expected Liverpool to be where they were, and if Man City didn't have the drop off, it would have easily won 5 in a row. Because there's nobody else out there. For instance, troubling Liverpool, and Liverpool just doing it in the flip flops, in the counter, and it's going to be the league's over by when? We're in March now, so it's done and dusted now. Not officially, but there you go. But this is the way it is with the league at the moment. So and the competition to Liverpool, for instance, and yeah, and even though Liverpool's not been great, but it really upsets you because if Man City were to our previous standards, then we would have walked this league because Liverpool wouldn't be able to cope with us. But unfortunately, it is what it is. So, for instance, but City, we don't, if you listen to the media, for instance, with the lovely media, the Manchester City drop off. They've dropped off a cliff. Well, we've probably gone from first to in this group of top 4, and that is where we are. if we would have gone to 14th and 15th, like United are, hammering and whatever, that is a drop off. That is what you call a drop off. Okay. And for instance, but so if we're gone from first to fourth, etc., or in the top four, competing with the top four, that is where we are at the moment, etc. That wouldn't actually say it's a massive drop off in any way whatsoever. And so, for instance, and if we can accept that's where we are competing with those teams in the middle. Now, in the for the top four or top five, whatever. Now you're talking about, and everybody's, oh, we got Brian, oh, we got Plymouth, oh, we got whatever. Now, beforehand, etc., we would have gone, yeah, no worries, we'll beat this lot, we'll beat this lot, we'll beat this lot. Now we're a bit uncertain. Now, but we're saying that though, for instance, I believe, for instance, I still have the squad win against teams. The mere fact that we got win by Forrest, the performance and the goal wasn't great, but the fact is we're also playing against a team, for instance, who will play a low block at home. For instance, didn't really not concerned about catches on the break, given a lot of it for Manchester City, basically. But the fact is, we haven't just sit there and we're at the moment. We're in that peak at the moment, for instance. That we can turn it on. We have the list to turn it on. There's something at the moment, and for instance, hopefully if we'll get sorted out. But all we need to do is get in that top four. We'll be ups and downs for the rest of the season. But it's the fact that we're not going to be this. We expect the fact that, for instance, other teams in this particular block, etc., who's going to give us a game, and that's what Forrest did give us a game, and we didn't find the solution, and the players didn't do what they needed to do, and the result is what the result is. But this is where we are. But we're saying this though, from Manchester City, all we need. What I think, what was LB said. I think you need City 6 out of 6 out of the next 10 to win 6 out of them. We're going to lose so many games. And it was by Saeed, but for instance, but it's true. We don't need to win every single game, but we're going to have other teams who are going to compete against us because again, we're in the most competitive league in the world. So I don't think, for instance, that we need to. I do think, what's it called? That, for instance, there will be ups and downs. One our little sector, there will be ups and downs. This is what we're going to accept. This is the Manchester City ship until the end of the season. There will be ups and downs, for instance, and we're just going to have to accept that, for instance. But unless we go on a form, everybody's so used to seeing City, go on these amazing runs, and but it's not going to happen. I just don't feel it's going to happen. It's something until first that's Cherno or whatever. But with the teams coming up, etc., shouldn't be beating them. But never again. You're going to have a going to fight unless So, but to get top four, yes. Top five, yes, definitely. I definitely feel that way. And I also, for instance, feel that way because there's other teams like who got a play against each in our competitive. So we're about Forest, Arsenal, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Brentford, right? Okay, Aston Villa, right? Put all those teams, but they've got to play against each other. B, FA Cup as well as Champions League to play. They got to play. Also, not massively consistent, but all. For instance, we could blow bomb much night, but bomb against Spurs. Now it went over and beat Spurs. Okay, right. But the thing is, and didn't play during the week. You thought Bournemouth didn't, so Bournemouth beat Spurs. They didn't. So but this again. So these teams will drop points, just like City may do as well. So, but I'm confident Man City will drop less points than what these our rivals will do for top five. Okay, the top four. Okay, and this is the thing. So and that's that's what my thinking is. Not to go. We still have a good team. We still have, and if we can just get that kind of belief back into ourselves and confidence back in ourselves. A good performance against Brighton this weekend, etc., will extend that up. And I do believe we can do that, for instance. So we've got to give ourselves a bit of more, come on, because these other teams will drop points. And so we've just got to, sue, as they say in Thailand. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so Real have a look at transfers. Real Madrid, Man City have interested in Real Madrid Eduard Camavinga on their transfer list for the summer and actively monitoring midfielder. The 22-year-old agency is 22-year-old agency, the Suicidal, has strong ties with Manchester City following recent movement. So interesting to see. Again, for instance, it could be one of those things. Could we do? We're seeing Vinga, a nice player to see at Man City. Got a flair. Got a yeah. So for instance, yeah. Premier League table. We are 23 points behind Liverpool, 8 points behind Arsenal, 4 points behind Forrest, 2 points behind Chelsea, level on Newcastle, 1 point ahead of Brighton. Next game, 2 points ahead of Aston Villa. Okay, so again, it's very, very, it's 3 points ahead of Bournemouth. It's all very, very close. Apart from the Liverpool thing, for instance, and it's all close top 4. Got to give, my God, that was a shocking day. Wow, the WSL, for instance. Yeah, welcome back, Nick Cushion. Yeah, shock. I'm going to talk about the Man City ladies on a previous. I thumbnail yesterday. I want to give the ladies more credit rather than a 5-minute thing. I'm just going to do their reviews. We've got the cup final coming up this weekend. We've got the FA Cup. We've got the Champions League. It was Chelsea. A bit more respect, and they've just changed the manager. For instance, my God, yeah, that was a shock. But I think it was. So I'm going to talk about the ladies, but I'm going to do it on a podcast or a video, whatever you want to call them. During my bar, I'm paying out his fee at Real Man City. I did that to terminate my contract. They didn't care about me. Didn't speak about to speak to my agent about the new contract. Didn't even speak. They just wanted me to leave because there was a lot of clubs that came down for me. So he's been speaking to BBC. It is my dream to play with the greatest player at Manchester City. I usually play with them on PlayStation. Playing with them in real life will be amazing. So, for instance, Gareth Taylor. Oh, good Nick Cushion. Yeah, so wonderful to see. For instance, this guy again. Reminds me of Savinio. He reminds me of Nico Gonzalez. Really wants to come Manchester City. Get the guys. I think it'd be a good idea because they've got the enthusiasm, they've got the this want to play at Manchester City, for instance, and with you can see it in Gonzalez, you can see it in Savinio, you can I can see it at Chivia and Kuzinov, etc. For instance, it's the new generation, it's the new Manchester City players who come for the coming, they're coming because they want to have the club. What you get now from rather than getting before. Joshua Kimmich closing in on PSG move. Appears that, for instance, their representative, actually one of our City targets. Appears that the PSG have actually met their representative. They're interested as maybe a stumbling block with his salary, but other than that, for instance, he's not staying at PSG Bayern Munich. That contract broke down, so but that's like PSG seat to sign Joshua Kimmich. So for instance, Flowers, City by Leverkusen. It's going to be a tricky one. That Manchester really want Florian Wirtz. Also, for instance, Real Madrid team, and since Bayer Leverkusen wanted to stay, since this is Bayern Munich actually team as well. This is going to be a tough one. Yes. What's it called? It looks, in all depends on what happens with the Real Madrid manager, for instance, whether he stays or goes, whether, for instance, Alonso goes over to replace him, who knows? And what's it called? They're talking about a contract with a contract clause to get at 2026, which is manageable, but Man City wanted him in the summer. For instance, and it looks like we've got a lot of competition for him. I think we've shown interested. I think a lot of. I think LB said they've got 5 or 6 reporters also revealing the fact that Man City have shown a great deal of interest. He's one of our top targets for the summer. So, but it's going to be a fight to get him at City. Man City coming from Chris saying expect. Yeah, well, whether he goes or not, I don't know. It's going to be an absolute fight to get him. I would love to see it. Um, at City. It'd be absolutely classic, perfect place from Kevin De Bruyne, but I think it could be a tough one. You never know with these things. Again, transfer policy. I'll go and talk about transfer policy. I know what's his name. LB does. Yes, he does it very good, very well, etc. But for instance, I don't want to be boring you about transfers and if we're going to get what is this and this and this, because a lot of transfers, just a lot of city transfers we get done and dusted, etc. And we don't even know we're talking about them. I know that for instance we're interested in. I know to report. I know it's a massive. For our sporting director and to be Tiki going, but it's going to be a lot of names and ifs, buts, and maybe. And I think to me that's when I think about transfers. And until concrete, it's about if we're going to do it. Is this? I know a lot of nails. City going for this guy. You've done it, and it's but and, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to say that just to put a thumbnail on saying it's Man City, but put it so you flick on it and you find, for instance, we haven't done it, or it's just a speculation, or some reporters got this story that Manchester City are going to do this. So yeah, it's not always that, So I'd rather on something concrete, just to give you a little bit of information. Find out, I listen to it. Find it, turn it off. I listen about 2 minutes of it because quite unless it's concrete, I listen to old blogs because again, I just think there's no accountability of these relationships with language and really how I get them. I think the only thing about that for a while is how we going to get these people. One person, one journalist, one so-called Asian journalist, not one reporter said we would get. One of these reporters said, City were going to get Nico Gonzalez, etc. Not, they can there and maybe last night they heard something, but Man City, with their dealings, very very close to our chests. Now we could have Barada, who was the big bab at City, for instance, but now he's gone to Old Trafford. About that, yeah, the other one in it. But yeah, so I'll wait to see more concrete information. I know that for certain. But in just buts and maybe I'm going to talk about on the air too much time. So it's time to talk about it. You gotta leave it. It's you gotta stay. Come on, and and there's going to be ups and downs, and we've got to stay strong. Yes, we got, but into the game. We train again since the movement before the end of Brighton. If we lose to Brighton, etc. Oh my God, I'm just I have to deal with as well. So it's just, and again, for instance, the rival fan, my nonsense is going to come out as well. So Olivia from Thailand, to blue to root. If you leave me, think right or wrong, you got to be positive. Come on, guys. We're City fans. We can do it. We can subscribe. Tell me what you think. Are you on my train? Are you on somebody else's train? For instance, leave that. Not the top. Why when I get to a 4? Your reason. Tell me. Okay. Let me hear from you. Okay. Love you and leave you. I'll see you tomorrow. Do a channel. Honestly, for instance, they have the flowers. They've got a few weeks coming up. Well, so for instance, oh my God. Anyway, love you and leave you from Thailand. Time. Like to subscribe. I'll see you.